going on, everybody? This is Mattdoesfitness, and yesterday me and my friends spent the whole day at the beach floating out at sea. Well, boys will be boys. Okay, this is my deadlift highlights from week 6 of my 5th cycle, and it was kind of reasonable. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was okay. Kind of carrying on from my mini revelation last week in my deadlift session, where I got quite excited about it. This was not a downer, but a tiny bit of a dampener on that. So the session was 5 sets of 3 at 463 pounds, 210 kilos, which is an 11 pound, 5 kilo improvement from last week. And it was okay. I mean, the weight moved well. Like not at any point was I close to not getting a rep. So that was the plus. It was just, I don't know, it felt a little bit scrappy. Now, I'm almost entirely sure the reason for that is that I'm really sore today. So I did a big squat session 48 hours ago, and my hamstrings, quads, glutes are pretty hammered. So that is the one issue with this session. It comes 48 hours after my 5 sets of 5 squat session, so it's not ideal timing wise, but I've experimented with my program. I've tried moving things around, and this is kind of the best way it works. So it's one of those things I just have to kind of put up with it. And to be fair, I know a lot of people deadlift directly after squats, so at least I'm getting a bit of recovery before my deadlifts. Okay, so here's my 4th set. Now, I mean, like I said, the bar was moving well. I was kind of carrying on my form from last week, whereby I set up with my shoulders over the bar, like in front of the bar slightly. So as soon as I initiate the pull, nothing else moves. It just kind of comes up in one go, which is really nice, and it just looks and feels a lot better. Whereas before, I was trying to get too upright, and I just had so many moving parts. I would start the lift, I'd get pulled forwards, just wasting a lot of energy. Whereas here, everything's fixed. I'm still trying to work on driving through my legs and my glutes. I feel like sometimes I try to kind of pull it too much, just use my body, my kind of back too much. I'm trying to get used to engaging my glutes and pushing my hips through. When I do that, actually, it feels stronger. Like this set here, this is the last set, and I was aware on I think the first set, I just kind of pulled it. The second set, I made a mental note, like an effort to kind of push my hips forwards and spread the floor, and it felt a lot stronger. So I'm just trying to get my head around that and start doing it consistently. Because obviously with the wide sumo, that is how you get that the kind of speed there. Now here I'm doing my accessory work, so it's 3 sets of 3, 150 kilos, 331 pounds, and it's obviously deficit pulls with a pause, so it's a double whammy. I've been doing these for a few weeks now, and I really like them. Obviously with the pause there, it's kind of putting an emphasis on that initial starting position. I'm kind of pausing effectively at ground level, if you see what I mean. So I'm kind of stressing the area which I'm weakest, which is off the ground, and then also with the deficit, obviously it's kind of overloading that portion of the lift as well. So hopefully they're going to help me out along with these little bad boys, and I'm giving you a pretty intimate camera angle. Thank me for that in the comment section. Glute ham raises, I've got into a nice little routine where I do 3 sets of, I don't know, whatever I can do with a 15 kilo plate, which is 33 pounds, I think. And they freaking suck. The issue I have quite consistently is that because I'm doing these in close proximity to my squats, my quads are sore, and therefore it feels like torture. The pads are digging into my quads, and it hurts so much. When I get off, my hamstrings, my glutes are really kind of fatigued. But whilst I'm actually doing the reps, the overriding pain I get is in my quads. It just hurts so much. Sometimes if my quads aren't so sore, if I'm not so hammered from squats, it isn't as bad. But this session here and in a lot of the others, it just hurts my quads so much. I want to cry. But I'm pretty hardcore, so I just kind of get them done. Right, got those done. Moving on, I did some back. Now, I haven't done these in a long time. I thought I'd mix it up and do some cable row. So here I'm doing like a flat seated row. 3 sets of 12-ish. Just focusing on trying to really retract my scapula, keep my thoracic spine nice and extended, and then pull my elbows back, pull from the elbows, and get as much back engagement as possible. That actually felt really good after I got my head around them. Although that rack I don't think is designed for rows. I think it's more of a kind of tricep bicep thing, because I had the whole stack of weights on. It still wasn't particularly heavy. And then I did some underhand rows, so I just changed the attachment around to this flat one. And again went for 3 sets of, I think, 12 down to about 10 or so. Pretty similar setup, just trying to keep my scapula retracted, keep pulling from the elbows and get as much back engagement as possible. Going back to my deadlifts, like I said, I mean, I am satisfied with the session. I think another issue I had is that, I mean, you might have seen on a couple of reps, I kind of stalled right before lockout, which I wasn't doing last week. I think where I'm trying to make sure my shoulders are in front of the bar, perhaps I'm getting a little bit too far and allowing my upper back to bend a little bit too much, which is obviously making it harder to lock out. So I'll try and kind of keep that a little bit stronger, a little bit more neutral. But I mean, overall, it's more progress, and I am trying to take it a slowly approaching my deadlift, so I'm sure it will come over time. And I finished my session with some reverse flies, 3 sets of 12, and that, my friends, was that. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always, and I will see you tomorrow.